I'm glad you're talking to this man. Actually, he has a golden hat for the CSR issues and all that. Sir, do you remember a couple of weeks back, while you're taking an interview, I asked him a very simple question, sir. I see you're holding and everywhere you are there for 10 years because I'm studying at that moment management of Utkal University. He replied a classic thing. He told that it's a legacy. It's not that I'm feeling honor and privilege. It's a due diligence for the people of Odisha. It's such a duty bound to job to do. So is it come natural to you or is a strategy, business strategy?
Thank you, Dibyajit. I once again welcome you all, the participants and the uh, invitees who have attended here. Dibyajit does 3-4 events every year, and being from my own district,
Yes,
Keonjhar,
yes, sir.
so I have a special affinity to him.
Thank you so much, sir.
I make sure that I attend all his events. And this topic of today, that is wealth creators to
CSR
CSR change makers, is quite appropriate in today's context when actually Odisha, when the government of Odisha has a vision to make Odisha one of the very developed states by 2036, Samruddha Odisha playing its part in making of Vikshat Bharat. So the industry and mining, mainly mining metal sector, which will actually drive the economy of Odisha. Before that, I must answer what my brother Dibyajit asked for, like my company, my group sponsoring most of the events in Odisha or in Bhubaneswar, and there is always, everywhere there is hoardings. That is actually not deliberately done or for any visibility. Since I am a son of the soil, whenever people come to me for organizing any event promoting the Odia culture, Odia language, Odia classical dance, so I feel it my responsibility or my duty to actually contribute something so that we talk about Odia Asmita. That is actually rekindled. The spirit of Odia Asmita is actually developed in the younger generation, whom they are, I feel, they are forgetting our culture, history, everything. So that is naturally a responsibility, I think, which actually come from the heritage from my father's side, the inspiring father, late Surendranath Mohanty, who in the district of Keonjhar actually started our company. We are basically into mining and metal sector.
Yes,
So this started in Keonjhar district and also Sundargarh district, where we have our mine and steel plant. So what I was telling again, the next 10 years is important for Odisha because we are destined to grow and become Samruddha Odisha. So all sections of our society has to contribute to create wealth. Now we are at our size of economy is around $120 billion. We intend to arrive at $500 billion by 2036. How will it be possible unless we grow faster? Now our growth rate is around 8%. So we have to have a double-digit growth. So the wealth created by corporates, which is driven basically by a mining metal sector, has to be distributed proportionately. It has to reach to the person down below in the last line of the pyramid. Then only we'll actually think that the society is inclusive, the business is inclusive, and particularly for our group, we are working in a very remote area, in a tribal area in the Koida Tahsil of Sundargarh district, Sundargarh district, where our mining operation is surrounded by 4 villages. I vividly remember when I just joined the business in 1990. Those people in that villages were in a very primitive way. They worked in our mining area. Now you'll find that every household has one or two persons working in our mines. They have electricity, they have television, they have motorcycles, some even have four-wheelers. So that is progress, that is inclusive development. So wealth creation one part, that doesn't exclusively belong to the corporates. It is actually a combination of the corporates, the government agencies, and the people living around it. All together are responsible for creating wealth. So it is sustainability. Your business, your enterprise has to be sustainable. The people around you must be digitally, today's requirement is you must be digitally literate. You must modernize yourself. So once you improve the lifestyle of the people around you, then truly your wealth is created, and wealth is actually proportionately distributed. Then you feel the satisfaction that you are doing something for yourself as well as people around you, as well as the society or your state or your country as a whole.
Sir, you're very much delighted. Actually, you are a true wealth maker. Transformed me to CSR change. But one sad thing revealed during his interview, he said they actually donor. They have to pay in terms of all royalties, DMA fund, even that CSR fund. But sad part of this story is that they are not in the decision-making process district-wise. DMA fund. This is a sad part of the story. Those who donate, they are not in the frame of CSR strategy, planning, fund utilization. This is the sad part. Do you feel pity? Don't you think this is a thing to be overcome or reprehend? So government has to proactive to include these people at least. They are the donor because of all the structure design. So those who are donor, they everything, putting everything for that. If they are not included in the decision process, it's a sad part of the story. Don't you think it need to be addressed on the forefront of the government?
You are right, Dibyajit. For the information of the audience here, CSR is mandated by the Companies Act, but the mining companies, they are also mandated to contribute to the DMF, that District Mineral Foundation. Is a trust headed by the district collector, where the mining companies contribute whatever they dispatch or sell. Every ton of material or mineral is dispatched or sold, have 15% of the sale value goes to the district mineral fund. So we have, since the 2015 when this DMF came into being, more than 30,000 crore has been collected in these mining districts. And that is meant to be spent in these mineral bearing areas for the development of those. CSR is another one. So what Dibyajit was saying, we are fighting for that because
they are the donor, they should call the shots.
That trust is actually headed by district collector, and the membership are all public representatives, government officers, but not the contributors representative. We have spoken to the government, we are talking to government for so many years, because since we are contributing, so we need to be represented there, so that we can tell.
You need to address that thing, sir. You need to address that thing.
We can tell what is actually required around our mines, what is actually required by the tribal people who are actually affected by the mining activity. So that is one sad part. So
it has to be addressed.
Dr. Behera is
there.
Dr. Behera is here. So I'll request him to just put in a word, because this is a law passed by the parliament, but it has been administered by the state government. So if a representative from the mining companies or mining association is there, it will be better administered. Money will be better spent.
For that. Everybody has a say to on that.
I agree to you fully.
Sir, thank you so much. You know the nuts and bolts of CSR for years together, sir. What are the key takeaways from this conclave? He spoke so well. Sir even give more worldwide story. So what is the key takeaways for this conclave, sir?
Now look, CSR is basically in our countries looked as a compliance. So we need to actually change our mindset in it beyond compliance. One thing which actually interested me, Dr. Mahanta told, that CSR means in Odisha, we are looking at big corporates.
Yes, sir.
But I am also a president of Utkal Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Odisha, where more than 80% of our members are MSMEs.
Sir.
So those MSMEs are actually left for themselves to fend for themselves. Actually, we need to handhold them to understand that how to become competitive, how to be profit oriented, and understand that sustainability and contribution to the society. Society means their nearby population, by which they will feel invested. The local people will feel invested. They will feel that we have a vested interest in this
Activities
entity.
Yes, sir.
That will help the company or the MSME to grow faster, to scale up, to modernize, and make our state vibrant enough. So for Odisha to become vibrant and developed cannot be actually developed or led by the mining or metal sector. Simultaneously, the MSME has to
overall
grow.
loss, I think so.
The other sectors, of course, the government of Odisha is actually giving a lot of focus to these sectors, apparel sector, tourism sector, which is actually
many ways, sir.
employment centric. It generates a lot of employment. So there we need to focus on the MSME and a development of the MSME's ecosystem, and they must be imbibed that philosophy of contributing to their
Giving back to the society.
the population residing or staying around their
It's a-
institutions. So in that sense, we'll have a true CSR expenditure and a all-round development of
Sir,
the
it's-
people
it
of
would be-
Odisha, where the wealth will be distributed to the last person standing in the last line of
Last
the
mile.
pyramid.
It will lead to the last
Yes,
mile, sir. So it's not compliances, it's about commitment.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank
yes,
you so
it
much,
is.
sir.